Hello there, how are you? I hope all is well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back on my channel. You're listening to Light Channelings once again, and I am back with a new card reading for all of you. Before starting with today's card reading, allow me to express my gratitude for the loving positive energy you're sending towards me. May God bless you with abundance in all of its beautiful forms. So, without wasting any time, let's right away get started with today's reading. Definitely, there was some injustice done to you. Definitely, you got treated unfairly. Or, in other words, I'd say that a divine feminine who's very mature, who's very in tune with her own emotions, who's very grounded, very humble, was treated with mean intentions, disdain, hostility, rejection, abandonment, and unfairness. All because someone wanted to win over the other in a given situation. Now, to clarify and get into details, I'd like to tell you that this is a love situation we see here where your own counterpart and their friends and family members have really horribly mistreated you, misjudged you, and have done something extremely horrible which brought a lot of sorrow, pain, anxiety, or even depression in your life. So, what happened here is that your counterpart may have chosen someone else over you, which is a karmic connection. Now, the underlying reason behind them choosing this other person was the manipulation of your counterpart's mother or sister. If not manipulation, then conspiracy that they created against you in order to set your counterpart and misguide them to choose someone else over you and kick you out of their life, in which I feel like they succeeded in the past. But what is happening here? Listen to me very carefully. What's happening here is that everything they thought is going to give them success and is going to work in their favor has flipped back. Okay? Divine was clearly watching over you, and they were looking at things from all the angles. So at present, everyone is getting judged. And the good news is, Divine is giving its ultimate final judgment in your favor. Now, what that means, you'll understand after listening to this reading. What that means and how it's going to come into fruition and physical reality, how it's all going to get ordained for you. You'll have to listen to this reading till the end to understand what's going to happen here. So, the judgment that Divine is giving here or has given is that the person who was mistreated, the person who was at no fault but got misjudged, assumed the worst of, the person who had to experience hostility, animosity, and hatred for no fault, absolutely no fault of theirs at all, is going to have his or her wishes fulfilled. The person who was mistreated and the person who is a victim of this injustice being done with them is going to have his or her wishes fulfilled and dreams coming true. With that being said, everyone who has caused this misfortune and this disastrous situation to occur, or who are the reason for the creation of this unfortunate, horrible situation, are going to get snatched out of their blessings, and anything and everything they were creating is going to get taken away from them, and there is going to be no happiness, no success, no rewards, no opportunities, and they'll have no fruits of their labor, nothing at all. This is the judgment divine has passed, declared, and is stating here that I'm talking about and telling you all. So listen to me till the end to understand everything. So these people were enjoying their victory and they were celebrating that they have achieved a great deal after setting your counterpart with someone else, while your counterpart was completely indifferent or became completely indifferent towards you and started to act and behave according to their mother, sister, friends, or family members. So all of them were okay and happy with what they did and they enjoyed. They might have celebrated this victory, or if you know that your counterpart got recently engaged or married, I'm talking about that celebration here. I don't know why I just said separation. So that's a sign, and you're going to understand why it just came out of my mouth. So they were all very happy. They all may have announced that this is what we are doing and this is what's going to happen. They started making plans for the future and, started to become hopeful about the full fruition of their dreams and desires coming true in the near future. But divine changed the whole game here, because divine saw you suffering for no fault of yours, and the divine could clearly see through the toxicity and the hostility and the animosity and the jealousy and the hatred these people were showing towards you, and how mean they were acting towards you, and how stigmatic this whole situation has turned, and how adamant and rigid and haughty these people have become, that they stopped even fearing their own karma or the judgment of the god. So in order to take control of the situation, divine had to step in and change the game. So divine changed the whole game here. I see that something is just not working out among them. They've started to fight with each other. They've started losing things. They've started losing their happiness, their joy. The lifespan of their bliss only lived through the end of that celebration they had. So if they had an engagement, the happiness lasted only till the last moment of that function. After that, everyone is now having to see the real face of the situation and is having to bear the consequences of pushing you into depression and making you suffer for nothing, for no mistake of yours. What I see here happening is that the main reason behind this happening was either your counterpart's mother or sister who was adamantly against you and this connection, and it's because of her, or it's because of her tantrums or toxic attitude or manipulation that she did, your counterpart had to either choose someone else or just chose someone else because your counterpart loves his or her mother or sister a lot very much and doesn't want to hurt her. But the thing is that your counterpart is equally at fault for whatever is happening here, for whatever mess has been created here. They are not innocent, they are not a young lad. It looks to me that this is a grown man who just doesn't have a backbone or just doesn't like to use. This means that this person is either extremely dependent on his or her family for approval, validation, or advice or suggestions, or if that's not the case, your counterpart was playing with you and with everyone here. And by that, I am trying to say that your counterpart, on one hand, was keeping you in their heart, but on the other hand, they wanted to please people, society, their parents, their friends, or just the world in general by having or bringing that other person, that other karmic lady or individual beside them and show off to the world what it is they've got. This is the case here, and this is what I see happening. And that's why I said your counterpart nowhere is or was innocent in creating this mess, this toxic situation for you. At present, what I see happening here is that, as I've told you, the happiness lasted only till the last moment of that celebration or that function. Currently, all of these people are fighting with each other and are showing their hostility like they are enemies. This is a typical karmic situation that's going on here, and these people just have karma to clear with each other. Also, I'd like to add that they've brought all of this upon themselves. Maybe in the past, your counterpart may have put a proposal in front of their friends or family members that they want to bring you in their life, but without even giving it a thought, their friends or family members may have just said no, or they started fighting with your counterpart, or they may have just started to, show their unhappiness and disapproval towards you with no sympathy, but complete apathy and disdain that it's never going to happen and we are never going to allow that to happen and we are never going to approve him or her. And if you choose to do so, then I feel like, as I told you, this mother figure or the sister was showing toddler like tantrums. And this is what toxic mothers and toxic sisters do to get things done in the family. This is the case. This was the case. But now what I see happening is that the person they've chosen over you, the person that their mother or their sister approved and was happy and were happy to bring in their family, is now giving them a very tough fight and bitter taste in their mouth. Like, these are people who are equally toxic in nature, and what I'm trying to explain is that we already know that friends of a feather flock together. But in this case, what I see is that anything and everything they were expecting to come out of this connection, they are experiencing and receiving exactly opposite of what they were wishing to receive and expect. These people might have thought that after kicking you out, they are going to have the best time of the world and best time of their life with the person they brought in their family, or the person your counterpart chose over you, but it's completely opposite. These people are losing everything because of this one person they brought in their life. These people have lost happiness. These people have lost the sense of peace and serenity that was there, maybe that was possibly there to some extent in their home or in their home environment. It's fading away. It's leaving. It's like they brought devil in their house and asked God to leave. Yes, that's exactly what happened. That's the right statement to make. They brought it on themselves. They brought it all upon themselves by their actions, deeds, choices, and the words they've used. So, by treating you like shit, they actually treated God like shit. They actually treated divine like shit, because divine wanted to bless them with your presence in their life, but they chose the side of the devil, and that's what they are getting. If you can understand what I'm trying to say here, this is what's happening. Okay, but above all, what I see is that you are somewhere coming out of that negative state. You are reconnecting back with your own self, and now I feel like you want to move forward and you're exploring your options. You are looking at what you can do in your life. For some of you, I feel like now you want to date, or you want to attract and manifest a better individual in your life, which I see is going to happen, because God is with you here in this whole situation, not with them. After what they've done to you, and after how they've treated you, they've lost God's presence, or divine's hand from over their lives. It's not there. You got it. You've earned it, and divine is supporting you with whatever it is that you want to manifest and wish for. You're going to get granted anything and everything that you wish for your highest good, is what I see happening here, and is what the divine declaration is stating. At least that is coming out of these cards, which I'm able to interpret and deliver to you. Okay? As far as concerned with your counterpart's state, your counterpart doesn't want to deal with the mess they've created, and they're flinching back because they can clearly see that these distorted feminine energy is now showing its effect, or in other words, this distorted feminine individuals are showing their true real faces in front of them, and they are not interested in dealing with that. By that I'm saying they are becoming disinterested in trying to make the situation work, or do anything about it. They are just stepping back and letting it all happen. But at the same time, now they are becoming extremely confused about what it is that they should do next in their life. Okay, they feel heartbroken somewhere because they are missing you, and somewhere they know that all of this is happening because they've made extremely unwise choices and decisions, and because they were more focused on material abundance and gains than their own emotions and their divine calling. They know this very well. I feel like it could be you somewhere who feels a loss of this connection. If you are not in that energy, your counterpart is, who feels the loss of this connection now, because everything they thought is going to turn out in their favor is turning against them, and they see no happiness there. They see no success. They see nothing that they were expecting to get out of that situation or that connection or wishing for. It's not happening. And even though they may have achieved or received some sort of wealth or opportunity or gain or anything as such, they're about to lose it completely. It's going to get taken away from them, snatched from their hands. You'll see that in the near coming future, these people are going to experience some losses coming their way on all levels, not only on financial level, but on emotional level, on physical level, on psychological level as well. I feel like trouble is coming towards them and pain and suffering is coming towards them from all corners, because that's what they've done. That's what they filled your life with, all because they wanted to win over you. I feel like somewhere your counterpart is able to see that they've wrecked their own life, or they are responsible for creating this situation, because there is someone who's thinking heavily about kicking someone down out of jealousy and envy. This might have happened in the past, but this could still be happening at present. I see two feminine energies who are against each other and just wanted to win over the other person. Okay? The mother figure or the sister wanted to rule and dominate everything and everyone's life, but at present, she finds herself feeling extremely scared and uncertain about what's about to come next towards her, because what she was thinking didn't came through, and she may have assumed the worst of you, but the person that's there in their life at present is even worse than her imagination or what she could assume of. That's what these people are receiving and experiencing. Okay, I don't feel like this is going to work out for these people. I don't see any success for them, but I see success for you. I see prosperity for you. I see happiness, joy, abundance. Everything that you wish is going to get granted to you. You want to attract and manifest a new person, it is happening. I am not seeing reunion in this reading, so I'm not going to say anything about it. But I feel like universe is about to bless you with new people, new friends, new opportunities, new collaborations, and things of that sort to help you come out of the situation and feel happy again. I feel that's going to happen, and you deserve it. You deserve it after what you've been through and what these people have put you through. You deserve to receive this happiness, but at the same time, I'd like to tell you that whatever these people have created or are wishing to create, they are going to fail miserably in that. Miserably. It's going to become so horrible that people are going to, start attacking each other and hurting each other just so that they can win. It's going to become that horrible. That's how disastrous it's going to turn out for them. But, I'd like to tell you something. Even though divine has given its judgment in your favor in this whole situation or for this connection, not connection actually, I'd say in this situation, I'd urge you and would like to advise you to not hold any bitter feelings towards them. Forgiveness is divine and it's bliss. Why I'm saying this is because you have to understand that you've got karma to clear. You had karma to clear with all of these people. And the best thing you can do right now is simply accept the fact that it was all part of the divine plan. These people did what they know, and these people just did what they did because they know not better. They do not know any better, but you know better. So accept that your karma got cleared and now you're free to have your new beginning. Don't hate on them, don't have bitter feelings, don't have bitter feelings even towards your counterpart for how they've treated you and for choosing someone else. They just chose, I told you, they chose devil over God. That's what they did, and they are going to receive accordingly. They're going to receive their karma accordingly. All of them. All of them, actually. Why I am telling you to make peace with all of this is because you want to move forward and you do not want to meet with these people again. Because universe is saying, if you forgive, if you accept the fact that nothing happens for no reason, everything happens for a reason, and it happened because you needed to learn something, and maybe the lesson is simply that you accept the fact that everything that happens with you and that is coming towards you is your own creation, and it's the return of the energy you somewhere at some point of time sent out into the universe. That's the acceptance you need, and that's when you'll be able to surrender and let go. Don't hold any resentment, anger, or grudges towards these people because they've simply created some heavy load of karma for themselves. But if you forgive these people and try to forget and move on, I'm not saying that forgive and forget and just, you know, um, make friends with these people again. I'm not saying that, and I do not see that happening right here, right now, at present. What I'm saying to you is work towards making peace with yourself, work towards forgiving these people and not holding any negative emotions or thoughts or wishes. Allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to reconnect back with your emotions, because I see at this point of time your counterpart is doing so, and they are becoming extremely confused. And because they are becoming extremely confused, they've started to look for answers, and they are also stalking you, some of them. It's when they took a step back, they started reconnecting with themselves and their own emotions, and that's how somewhere they're also able to tap into their intuitive side and their inner self, their true divine authentic self, realizing and understanding, which is helping them to realize and become cognizant of this fact that it is all their creation and they've brought this heartache and this suffering into their life, or are going to. Because I can clearly see they are going to get nothing out of that connection or that situation. There's going to be no success for them. But for you, definitely I see success for you. No matter what you choose to do now, I'm not saying anyone to go get back with this person because that's not going to be healthy. They are in a toxic situation or in a toxic connection at present. Let them deal with those people. At present, what I see is that you're manifesting new for yourself. Maybe a new opportunity, maybe new friends, maybe a new career or job situation which is going to serve you positively. This is what you need to do. Even if it's a divine connection, it is not serving you or your highest good at present, and you need to let it go for good. Remain positive about your own life. One second. You need to remain positive about your own life and what it is that you want to manifest, because very, very soon, in the very near future, you're going to hear something or find something out that is going to fill your heart with happiness. It can be in regards to this situation or some other situation which is going to work itself out in your favor, bringing you your desired outcomes and results. Okay, look for signs, look for synchronicities which are going to guide you in the right direction. Just know that you are about to receive help, support, and assistance, and you already have a lot of amazing angels, guides, and ascended masters backing you up with their loving support and acceptance and unconditional love, help, and just anything that you may need. So call on them whenever you need them or want them to be by your side, and they are going to answer your call. Okay, this is what I see here. I don't think like anything else is needed to be explained. All I'm going to say to you at last and to recapitulate is that these people are going to suffer for showing their disdain towards you and for disapproving of you because they assumed the worst of you and because they are apathetic and adamant and rigid and stubborn and mean and toxic and hostile and jealous or hateful towards people based on what they think of them. Okay? This is what's going to happen. I don't see any progress in that connection happening at present because divine has given its judgment here. Your wishes are going to get fulfilled, and anything these people are trying to create with ill intent is going to fail. Not just now, every time they come up with anything as such. So, I hope you enjoyed listening to me today. I know this is very intense, but even I enjoy doing this reading today. It fills me with a lot of positivity and it resolves faith in divine's judgment and justice. So that's all for now. I'll be back again. Till that time, please take care of yourself and your loved ones. Feel free to hit the like button, subscribe for more such readings, guidance, channelings, channel messages, and amazing content like this. With that being said, feel free also to follow through with the link given in the description box below if you'd like to contribute or donate something or just show your appreciation for the work we are doing here to bring humanity out of darkness and lead them towards light. That's all. I'll be back again. Till that time, please take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye bye.